My beloved sons and daughters, I come to you today with a message that can change the course of your lives. What I am about to reveal in this video is something you need to know, something that will illuminate your path and bring clarity where there is doubt. This is the moment to open your heart and allow the truth I have to share to touch your soul. If you truly love me, I ask that you stay with me until the end of this video. I have prepared something very special for you, a surprise that will strengthen your faith and bring peace to your heart. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with those who need to hear this message, and become a member to access exclusive content that will bless your life. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our daily videos. Leave in the comments how this truth has impacted you. Stay with me until the end and discover the special surprise I have prepared for you. My beloved sons and daughters, today I want you to dive into the truth about my love for each of you. I know that sometimes the world can make you doubt, that the difficulties and challenges of life can obscure the understanding of how much I love you. But I am here to remind you that my love is unconditional, eternal, and profound, something that will never change regardless of the circumstances. My precious son, my precious daughter, I want you to remember that even before you were formed in your mother's wombs, I knew you and loved you deeply. Every detail of your lives has been carefully planned by me, and my love for you has never wavered. This love is not based on your actions or on what you might do to deserve it. It is a love that exists simply because you are mine. I created you with a purpose, with a destiny, and my love is the strength that sustains you at all times. I know that sometimes you feel unworthy, that your failures and mistakes can make you feel distant from me. But I want you to know that nothing can separate you from my love. Even in the moments of greatest darkness, when you feel alone or lost, I am with you, reaching out my hand, ready to bring you back into my embrace. My love knows no limits, is not offended, does not tire. It is always present, always constant. Understanding the truth about my love is the first step to living in the freedom and peace that I desire for you. When you recognize how much I love you, you are able to see the world in a different way, to understand that you are not alone, that you have a heavenly Father who cares deeply about every aspect of your lives. My love is the foundation upon which all other blessings flow. It is the force that empowers you to love others, to forgive, to live with hope. My love for you is the truth I want you to accept and embrace with all your heart. It is a love that invites you to trust me, to surrender your worries and burdens into my hands, knowing that I am taking care of you. It is a love that desires to fill the voids in your lives, heal the wounds, bring peace to your restless souls. When you accept this truth, you are allowing my presence to manifest in your lives in powerful and transformative ways. My desire is for each of you to live in the fullness of my love, to let that love guide your steps, to delight in the security it offers. There is nothing you can do that will make me love you more, and nothing you can do that will make me love you less. My love for you is perfect, complete, and is always available, waiting for you to accept it and allow yourselves to be enveloped by it. My precious children, do not let doubts or the lies of the world distance you from the truth of my love. Embrace this truth, let it penetrate deeply into your hearts, and see how your lives can be transformed in extraordinary ways. I am the God who loves without measure, who never abandons you, who always desires the best for you. Trust in me, trust in my love, and experience the peace and joy that come from living in this truth. If these words about my love have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I discover and accept the unconditional love of the Lord in my life. My beloved sons and daughters, today I come to talk to you about the importance of fully trusting in my plan for your lives. I know that amidst uncertainties and challenges, it can be difficult to see the path I have prepared for you. But I am here to remind you that every step you take, every decision you make, is under my care and guidance, and that the plan I have for your lives is perfect, even when you cannot see the bigger picture. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. When you trust in my plan, You are placing your lives in the hands of the one who knows the past, the present, and the future. I am the God who sees beyond momentary circumstances, who understands the purpose behind every challenge, who has a wonderful destiny prepared for you. I want you to know that trusting in my plan does not mean you will never face difficulties or that everything will be easy. But it means that, in the midst of any situation, I am with you, guiding your steps, protecting you, and transforming each experience into something that contributes to your good. Even when things seem out of control, know that I am in command, that my plan is greater than any problem or obstacle you may encounter. My beloved children, I know that sometimes it is tempting to want to control everything, to want to know all the details, to want to be sure of how things will happen. But I'm here to remind you that true trust in me means handing those worries and anxieties into my hands. It is believing that I am working in your lives in ways you cannot see, that I am preparing the way before you, that I am shaping every circumstance so that my perfect plan is fulfilled. Fully trusting in my plan is an act of faith, of surrender, of dependence. It is living in the certainty that no matter what happens, I am faithful to my promises, that my love for you is unwavering, that my intentions are always for your good. When you entrust your lives to me, you are choosing to live in peace, in safety, in hope. You are allowing my will to manifest fully, making way for the blessings I desire to pour out upon you. My precious children, I want you to understand that trusting in my plan is not something you have to do alone. I am with you every step of the way, ready to strengthen you, to guide you, to give you the peace that surpasses all understanding. When you surrender to my plan, you are allowing me to guide your lives with wisdom, love, and perfection. You are living in the fullness of what you were created to be. Do not delay this trust. The time to learn to fully trust in my plan for your lives is now. Do not let fear, doubt, or uncertainties pull you away from the security I desire for you. I am here, always ready to renew your trust, to hold your hands, to guide you along the path I have prepared. Trust in me, trust in my plan, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you fully trust in my plan, you are choosing peace, security, and the blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who guides, protects, and loves without measure. Trust in me, and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about trusting in my plan have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I fully trust in the plan you have for my life, Lord. My beloved sons and daughters, today I come to speak to you about the peace that only I can offer, especially in times of uncertainty. I know that the world around you can be chaotic, that the situations you face can be challenging, and that the future may seem uncertain and frightening. But I am here to remind you that in me, you can find a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that remains steadfast even in the fiercest storms. My precious child, my precious daughter, remember my words. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. The peace I offer is not like the peace that the world tries to provide. It does not depend on external circumstances, but is rooted in my presence in your lives. When you turn to me, when you rest in my arms, you are connecting with the source of all peace. I want you to know that my peace is not the absence of problems, but the certainty of my presence with you at all times. It is the tranquility that comes from knowing that I am in control, that I am working all things together for the good of those who love me. Even when everything around you seems to be falling apart, my peace is like an anchor that keeps you steady, like a safe refuge in the midst of the storm. My beloved children, I know it is easy to feel anxious or worried, especially when you are facing the unknown or the unexpected. But I am here to remind you that when you give me your anxieties, you are exchanging your worries for my peace. I am the one who calms the storms, who brings order to chaos, who offers rest for your souls. My peace is a gift that I desire for you to receive daily, a peace that is as real as the air you breathe. Find the peace that only I can offer by giving me your burdens, your doubts, your uncertainties. When you do this, you are allowing my peace to flood your hearts, bringing clarity where there is confusion, confidence where there is fear, serenity where there is unrest. You do not have to carry these weights alone. I am here, ready to lighten your burdens, to fill you with my peace, to guide you with my love. My precious children, I want you to understand that the peace I offer is an essential part of the abundant life I desire for you. It is a peace that strengthens your souls, that empowers you to face any challenge, that sustains you in every moment. When you live in my peace, you are living in the fullness of my love. You are experiencing the security that only I can provide. Do not delay this decision. The time to find the peace that only I can offer is now. Do not let worries or uncertainties steal the peace I desire for you. I am here, always ready to give you the peace that calms your minds and renews your strength. Trust in me, seek my peace, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you find the peace that only I can offer, you are choosing serenity, security, and the blessing that only I can give. I am the God who brings peace, who calms, who loves without measure. Trust in me, and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about finding peace have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I find true peace in the Lord, and rest in His presence. My beloved sons and daughters, today I come to speak to you about the power and value of forgiveness in your lives. I know that along the journey you may have been hurt, betrayed, or wounded by those you love. I also know that there are times when you may feel guilty or trapped by past mistakes and failures. But I am here to remind you that forgiveness is a gift that frees your souls, heals your wounds, and brings renewal to your spirit. My precious child, my precious daughter, remember my words. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Forgiveness is not just a difficult choice you make for the sake of others, but a powerful action that releases your hearts from the chains of resentment, bitterness, and pain. When you choose to forgive, you are allowing my grace to flow into your lives, bringing healing and restoring what was broken. I want you to know that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of great spiritual strength. When you forgive, you are following my example, reflecting my heart. I, who have forgiven all your transgressions, call you to forgive those who have offended you. Forgiveness is a decision that requires courage, but it brings with it incomparable freedom. It is letting go of the weight that prevents you from moving forward. It is making room for the peace and joy that I desire for you. My beloved children, I know that sometimes forgiveness feels impossible, especially when the wounds are deep. But I am here to remind you that with my help, nothing is impossible. I am the one who heals broken hearts, restores shattered relationships, and brings reconciliation where there was once separation. When you turn to me and ask for the strength to forgive, I am ready to help you, to give you the grace needed to release the forgiveness you so desire. Understand that forgiveness is an act of love, compassion, and obedience to me. When you forgive, you are allowing my love to flow through you, touching the lives of others in powerful ways. Forgiveness is the pathway to restore unity, to rebuild bridges that have been broken, to bring healing where there has been hurt. I am the God who seeks to reconcile, who desires to see peace reign in your hearts and in your relationships. My precious children, I want you to understand that by embracing forgiveness, you are choosing to live according to the purpose I have given you. You are choosing life, peace, and the freedom that only I can offer. When you forgive, you are saying yes to my plan for your lives, a plan that involves healing, restoration, and blessing. Do not delay this decision. The time to understand the value of forgiveness for your soul is now. Do not let pride, fear, or pain keep you from the freedom I desire for you. I am here, always ready to help you forgive, to guide you on the path of reconciliation, to pour my peace upon your lives. Trust in me, forgive, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the certainty that when you understand and practice forgiveness, you are choosing peace, freedom, and the blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who forgives, who heals, who restores. Trust in me and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about the power of forgiveness have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I understand the value of forgiveness and choose to forgive in you, Lord. My beloved sons and daughters, today I come to speak to you about the importance of recognizing the signs of my presence throughout your journeys. I know that amidst daily routines and life's challenges, it is easy to lose sight of the ways I am communicating my will and guiding your steps. But I am here to remind you that I am always present, guiding, protecting, and manifesting my love for you in every detail. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. I will be with you all the days until the end of time. I am constantly by your side, sending signs, impressions, and words aimed at helping you walk the path I have prepared for you. These signs may come in many forms, through a passage of scripture, wise counsel, a feeling of peace, or even a door that opens or closes. I am always speaking to you, even in the most ordinary situations of daily life. You just need to be attentive, with open hearts and sharpened spiritual ears. I want you to know that the signs I send are not coincidences, but expressions of my love and care for you. I know you better than anyone else. I know what is best for your lives, and I am continually working to guide you along the best path. When you learn to recognize and trust these signs, you are allowing my will to be fulfilled more fully and perfectly in your lives. My beloved children, I know that sometimes the signs may seem confusing or difficult to discern, especially when circumstances are challenging. But I am here to remind you that when you draw near to me in prayer, when you seek my presence, I give you the clarity and discernment needed to recognize my direction. I am the God who illuminates the path before you, who gives you wisdom and understanding to follow the steps I have prepared. Recognizing the signs of my presence is an act of humility, dependence, and faith. It is understanding that you do not have to walk alone, that I am always by your side, ready to guide your steps. When you surrender to my guidance, you are allowing me to lead you along paths of righteousness, peace, and journeys of growth and blessing. You are living in communion with me and harmony with my perfect plan. My precious children, I want you to understand that the signs I send are part of the way I care for you, how I demonstrate my love and my constant presence. Do not ignore these signs. Do not underestimate their importance, but always be ready to follow my lead. When you recognize and follow the signs I send, you are choosing to live according to my will, experiencing the peace and security that only I can offer. Do not delay this sensitivity. The time to recognize the signs I am sending on your journey is now. Do not let distractions, worries, or the rush of life keep you from the direction I am giving you. I am here, always ready to guide you, to show you the way, to bless you with my wisdom. Trust in me, be attentive to my signs, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the certainty that when you recognize the signs I am sending, you are choosing the wisdom, direction, and blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who guides, who speaks, who loves without measure. Trust in me, and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about recognizing the signs of my presence have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I recognize the signs that the Lord sends and follow His direction. My beloved sons and daughters, today I come to speak to you about the hope I offer, a hope that never fails, even in the most difficult moments. I know that life can present challenges, that there are moments when you may feel discouraged or even desperate, but I am here to remind you that in me there is always hope, a firm and unshakable hope that sustains your souls in any situation. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. The hope I offer is not based on the circumstances around you, but on who I am. I am the eternal, unchanging, and faithful God. My promises are true, and I never fail. When you place your hope in me, you are anchoring your lives on the firm rock that I am. I want you to know that the hope I offer is not fleeting or illusory like many of the hopes the world offers. The world promises many things, but few of them can truly sustain you in times of crisis. My hope, however, is eternal, unbreakable, and always present. Even when everything around you seems to be crumbling, my hope remains like a light that never goes out, illuminating your paths and renewing your strength. My beloved children, I know that there are times when the trials and tribulations of life can make you feel weak or helpless, but I am here to remind you that my hope is like an anchor for your souls, secure and firm. It keeps you steady, even in the most intense storms. When you choose to embrace this hope, you are choosing to live with the certainty that I am with you, working all things for your good, even when you cannot see what I am doing. Embrace the hope that never fails, my son, my daughter. When you do this, you are saying yes to the future I have planned for you, a future filled with peace, prosperity, and purpose. This hope empowers you to face any challenge, to endure any trial, to patiently await the fulfillment of my promises. It is a force that sustains you, that lifts you when you fall, that guides you when you are lost. My precious children, I want you to understand that the hope I offer is a gift I desire for you to embrace every day. Do not allow fear, doubt, or the difficulties of life to steal the hope I have planted in your hearts. I am the God of hope, and my hope brings with it a peace that surpasses all understanding, a joy that strengthens your souls, a confidence that sustains you in every moment. Do not delay this decision. The time to embrace the hope that never fails is now. Do not let circumstances or the voices around you pull you away from the hope I wish for you. I am here, always ready to renew your strength, to fill your hearts with hope, to guide you with my strong and loving hand. Trust in me, embrace the hope I offer, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you embrace the hope that never fails, you are choosing peace, security, and the blessing that only I can provide. I am the God who gives hope, who sustains, who loves without measure. Trust in me, and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about embracing hope have touched your heart, leave in the comments, "I embrace the hope that you give me, Lord, and I trust in your promises." My beloved sons and daughters, today I come to talk to you about the importance of letting your faith grow, especially to face the challenges ahead. I know that each of you has already faced difficult moments, and I also know that the future may bring new challenges, trials, and situations that will test your faith. But I'm here to remind you that with a firm faith in me, you can overcome any obstacle and face any adversity with courage and confidence. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Faith is a powerful force, a gift I have given to each of you to empower you to live according to my purpose. Even a small amount of faith, when placed in me, can move mountains, can transform circumstances, can open doors that seem closed. I want you to know that faith is not something static, but something that can and must grow. Just as a plant needs to be watered and cared for to grow strong, your faith needs to be nourished by my word, by prayer, by fellowship with me. When you seek me daily, you are strengthening your faith, allowing it to grow and become more resilient. I am always ready to help you grow in faith, to renew your strength, to fill you with my peace. My beloved children, I know that the challenges of life can be daunting, that trials can seem insurmountable, but I am here to remind you that with a firm faith in me, You have everything you need to win. I am greater than any challenge, stronger than any trial, and I am by your side every step of the way. When you trust in me, when you place your faith in my hands, you are preparing to face anything that comes your way. Letting your faith grow is a daily choice, a decision to trust in me in all circumstances. It is living with your eyes fixed on me, knowing that I am faithful, that my promises are true, that my love for you never fails. When you allow your faith to grow, you are choosing to live with the assurance that even when things seem impossible, I am the God of the impossible. I am the one who makes all things work together for the good of those who love me. My precious children, I want you to understand that by letting your faith grow, you are equipping yourselves to face any challenge, to overcome any obstacle, to live according to the purpose I have given you. I am the one who sustains your faith, who renews your strength, who guides your steps. I am with you, strengthening your faith, guiding you along the path of victory, and blessing your lives in profound and lasting ways. Do not delay this decision. The time to let your faith grow to face the challenges ahead is now. Do not allow fear, doubt, or trials to steal the faith I have planted in your hearts. I am here, always ready to help you grow in faith, to fill you with my peace, to guide you through every challenge. Trust in me, let your faith grow, and see how your lives can be transformed in profound and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you let your faith grow in me, you are choosing victory, peace, and the blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who strengthens, who sustains, who loves without measure. Trust in me, and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about letting your faith grow have touched your heart, leave in the comments. I let my faith grow in you, Lord, and I trust in your promises. My beloved sons and daughters, today I come to talk to you about the immense power of prayer in your daily lives. I know that often you may underestimate the value of prayer, thinking it is just a ritual or a routine, but I am here to remind you that prayer is a direct line of communication with me, a powerful tool that transforms lives, changes circumstances, and brings my presence to the center of your lives. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. Pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. Prayer is not just an activity reserved for moments of need or despair, but should be a constant part of your lives. When you pray, you are opening your hearts to me, sharing your joys, your pains, your longings. You are inviting me into your situations to operate in ways that often go beyond human understanding. I want you to know that prayer is not a mere formality, but a living and powerful connection with me. Every prayer you make is heard, every word is received with love and attention. I am always attentive to the prayers of my children, always ready to respond according to my perfect will. When you pray, you are exercising your faith, trusting that I am able to do infinitely more than you can ask or imagine. My beloved children, I know that sometimes you may feel discouraged if the answers to your prayers do not come immediately or in the way you expected. But I am here to remind you that my vision is perfect, and I work in all things for the good of those who love me. When you pray, you are placing your lives in my hands, trusting in my wisdom and my timing. Even when you do not see immediate results, know that I am acting, that I am moving the pieces in your favor. Understand that prayer is also a way to transform yourselves. As you spend time in my presence, your minds are renewed, your hearts are aligned with mine, and your souls find rest. Prayer is not just about asking, but also about listening, about being shaped by me, about receiving the peace and direction that only I can provide. It is a time of intimacy, of spiritual growth, of strengthening to face the challenges of life. My precious children, I want you to understand that the power of prayer is something I desire for you to experience daily. Do not underestimate what prayer can do in your lives. When you seek me in prayer, you are connecting with the Creator of the universe, with the one who can change hearts, open doors, heal wounds, and bring new opportunities. You are allowing my will to manifest in your lives in extraordinary ways. Do not postpone this practice. The time to understand and embrace the power of prayer in your daily life is now. Do not let routine or haste keep you away from the time I desire to spend with you in prayer. I am here, always ready to listen, to respond, to guide. Trust in me, seek me in prayer, and see how your lives can be transformed in deep and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the assurance that when you pray, you are participating in something powerful, something that can change everything. I am the God who hears, who responds, who loves without measure. Trust in me, and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about the power of prayer have touched your heart, leave in the comments, "I understand the power of prayer and trust the Lord in all my supplications." My beloved sons and daughters, today I come to talk to you about the importance of strengthening the spirit to resist the temptations of the world. I know that each of you faces daily struggles against the seductions, pressures, and influences that the world offers. But I am here to remind you that, with a spirit strengthened in me, you have the power to overcome these temptations and live according to the purpose I have established for your lives. My precious son, my precious daughter, remember my words. Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I know you deeply. I know your weaknesses and challenges, but I also know the strength that resides in you when you choose to remain in me. The world offers many paths that seem attractive but ultimately lead to despair and destruction. I call you to a different path, a path of life, peace, and victory. I want you to know that resisting temptation is not something you need to do alone. I am with you, always present, always willing to strengthen you, to guide you, and to give you the strength you need to overcome. When you draw near to me in prayer, when you seek my word, when you choose to live according to my commandments, you are strengthening your spirit, building a resilience that enables you to say no to the temptations that arise in your path. My beloved children, I know that temptations can be subtle, that they can come disguised as opportunities or fleeting pleasures, but I am here to remind you that what the world offers is temporary, while what I offer is eternal. When you choose to resist temptation, you are choosing true freedom, true peace. You are saying yes to my plan for your lives, a plan that is infinitely better than anything the world can offer. Strengthening your spirit to resist temptation is a daily commitment. It is choosing to guard your thoughts, your words, your actions. It is seeking my presence continually, feeding on my word, surrounding yourselves with people and influences that draw you closer to me. When you do this, you are arming yourselves with the spiritual armor that protects you, that empowers you to stand firm, to overcome trials, to live with integrity and righteousness. My precious children, I want you to understand that by strengthening your spirit, you are not only resisting evil but also preparing to receive the blessings I have reserved for you. You are aligning with my purpose, living in the fullness of life that I offer. I am the God who strengthens, who sustains, who guides. When you seek me, you find the strength you need to overcome any temptation, to live in holiness, to experience true joy. Do not delay this decision. The time to strengthen your spirit to resist the temptations of the world is now. Do not let the distractions or deceptions of the world keep you away from the path I have prepared for you. I am here, always ready to strengthen you, to guide you, to bless you. Trust in me, strengthen your spirit, and see how your lives can be transformed in deep and lasting ways. My beloved children, live with the certainty that when you strengthen your spirit in me, you are choosing victory, peace, the blessing that only I can offer. I am the God who sustains, who guides, who loves without measure. Trust in me, and see how your lives can be enriched in extraordinary ways. If these words about strengthening your spirit have touched your heart, leave in the comments, "I strengthen my spirit in the Lord and resist the temptations of the world." My beloved sons and daughters, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to listen to these words and reflect on them. If these messages have touched your heart, I ask that you subscribe to the channel, share this video with those who also need to hear this word, and like it so that more people can be reached by my love. Now, as I promised, I have a special surprise for you. The video that is appearing on the screen is a continuation of this spiritual journey, where I will reveal something even deeper and transformative. Don't miss the opportunity to continue receiving my love and guidance. Follow along with me and discover what else I have prepared for you.